What up, guys? Bobo here with BrassReel Brothers. So look, yesterday I released that Matrix Awakens Unreal 5 tech demo video. And I just want to clear something up. I definitely didn't understand right away what that was supposed to be. Even though it said Unreal Engine 5 tech demo, it was just coded in the brand of the Matrix, and it said Matrix Awakens, and it's been so long since the Matrix Revolutions. And I honestly was just thinking it was going to be some sort of more of a game. I knew it was a tech demo, but I thought it was going to be a tech demo within an actual like game of stuff to really do. And I know there was like the car chase scene and stuff like that. And but look, I want to clear something up. I'm a pop gamer. I do game a F ton. I game all the time, but I'm not like an in-depth gamer, somebody that can tell you everything about how it's made and all of that. I just know what I love to play, and I do know it looks good. And like, I'm a console guy. I've never been someone that wants to build a computer or anything like that, even though I know those look better and I know that you can get way more out of it. But there's also a lot more maintenance involved, and it can become quite pricey, to be honest. The consoles, I've always liked that because it's just wrapped up, it's convenient, it's just there for me, ready to go. And you get a lot of massive titles and stuff like Spider-Man and stuff like that, which, by the way, I want to say, I said something yesterday and I've been getting some comments about it. I want to clear this up. I did say, oh, this kind of looks, pretty much kind of like Spider-Man. I was wrong. I was, again, a little blinded by the idea of me wanting like this Matrix game. And I didn't really accept and really dive into the fact and that it was a really awesome Unreal Engine demo for the new Unreal Engine 5. So with that being said, I've gone back into it and I replayed Spider-Man yesterday. And while Spider-Man Remastered on PS5 does look really good, it definitely doesn't look as good as this. So, when you have something and you first get it and you don't really know what you have, and you don't really know like, oh, what am I? So I've had some time with this. Yesterday when I put that video out, I was literally experiencing it for the first time with you guys. So when I said I thought it was going to be better than this, I was disappointed. I was meaning that I thought it was going to be kind of like a Matrix game or something, which it kind of is, but it really is more of just a demonstration of how awesome this Unreal Engine 5 engine is. And I just got wrapped up and wanting something more Matrix involved and connected to maybe the movie or something. And whereas this is really just showing you how badass this engine is. So I've had some time to go back through it, and I want to go through it with you guys and show you that I'm not dumb. I really do know what good graphics are, and I do recognize that this is awesome. And then this is giving us a peek into what's to come with the engine and what games are really going to start looking like. And that's exciting to me because I am an avid gamer. I game all the time. In fact, my cousin was telling me the other day he wanted to give me this Christmas shirt, or this shirt for Christmas that said, I paused my game to be here, which I got to have that shirt now. But anyways, it had been a long time since I'd played Spider-Man on the PlayStation. The last time I'd actually played it was Miles Morales. And I had gotten the update, and I do have a PS5. So replaying it yesterday, obviously it does look good, but like I said, it doesn't look as good as this demo. And I needed to give this demo a fair shot and really process and take in actually what this was and not let my expectations of something else bring this down. So I just want to say to everybody out there, I'm not dumb. I know that this looks awesome. I am definitely pumped up about the future of gaming because of this engine. So I want to give it a fair shot with you guys and kind of go over some more stuff with it and see what we can do and have some fun with it. So with that being said, let's dive into the game a little bit. You see, you got the menu right here, which is all set up. And this is something I didn't check out yesterday. And that's what, like I said, I didn't really know what I had in my hands. I was just, not a Matrix game? Yeah. And that was wrong of me. But now, after you've done all that and done the demo, now you can just go to anything you want, which is really cool. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go back to the city because we saw the chase, which the chase is awesome. And the shadowing and the texturing of everything in this game or in this demo now is, again, I wasn't giving it a fair shot yesterday when I put that video out. I was looking at something like, where's this new Matrix game? I was thinking this was going to be, which that was stupid of me. This is amazing. Obviously, now that I've had more time to tap into it, and I didn't even realize that you could drive yesterday. I didn't even do that. So let's do that now. And one of the things I do love about the PS5 is the freaking load time is just pretty much non-existent. I mean, I love it. Used to be on the PS4, you know, which wasn't bad, but you know, we're talking like 10, 12 seconds sometimes. This is, if it's hitting 7 or 8 seconds, it's long. So, like I said, I'm a pop gamer. I'm somebody, when I say pop gamer, like I play all kinds of games, but I don't play Call of Duty. I'm not that type of gamer that just wants to grind away and just like boom, boom, boom. I wouldn't even say I'm a talented gamer, but I play all the time and I do love games. Like I got Far Cry 6, obviously. I got the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I'm somebody that thinks the Avengers game is actually pretty good. I think it's fun for what it is. I know that it's not, I think a lot of people are like, this isn't Spider-Man. And well, no, it's not, because it's not trying to be. It's something different. It's a team game. And I can have a lot of fun with Avengers. It's not really, you don't really have to think a whole lot in that game. So with that being said, you can really see now that I'm walking around looking at the textures of everything, and even looking at some of the people, looking at some of their faces. It's like, all right, that looks pretty damn good. She looks pretty good. Little things, just the way they're reacting to you, you know, I mean, it's more alive, if that makes any sense. It's got more of a heartbeat to it. And when you do fly and get up in the air, which, there we go. How do we speed? Oh, there we go. Speeding up. There we go. There we go. Super fast now. So now doing all this, you can obviously see that the lighting and everything, it's way better than what I was saying, like Spider-Man. There's definitely more traffic on the road. And it doesn't, when you get close to the roads and stuff, it seems more like you can see the reflection of every tiny puddle. It seems more lifelike, you know. There was something to the other games that no matter how good the graphics were starting to get, it was starting, you could still see that it was a video game. And honestly, like I was saying in the scenes where the car chase is, where you're shooting the guns, I mean, it's starting to get pretty lifelike. The only thing though is I can't figure out how to get this into 60 frames per second, and maybe they didn't release it in that. You guys tell me. Like I said, I'm a pop gamer. I don't know. I don't claim to know everything. But man, that's one of the things about the PS5, that it's just like once you go 60 frames per second, it's hard to go back. You notice that it's not 60 frames per second now. So let's get in this minivan and see what's up. So from what I understand, you know, little things, okay, so delicate vehicles here. Well, what I was going to say is every piece of lighting and reflection you can see. So I guess from it really like reflects every piece of lighting, and like on the top of the van, you can see every piece of the build. I mean, that's pretty badass, I have to say. I was saying no reflections in the mirrors yesterday, or the windows yesterday when I was flying around. I was meaning I couldn't see the reflection of myself. All right, so we're going to drive around here a little bit. Now, I'm trying to drive good, and that didn't work. All right. Take it easy. Take it easy, Bobby. You got kids in this minivan, all right? Here we go. So I do like like if you look way far down, I mean, you can definitely, there's not like rendering happening in front of your eyes down the road. I mean, it's actually all rendered for you. You can see it. It's, oh, now did it let me just hit people right there? I don't think so. But you know, like, that's one of the things I like about the Elder Scrolls Online, which, yeah, I love Elder Scrolls. I play the hell out of that game. That one, before the PS5 update or upgrade, there was only so far you can see in the distance, you know, and God, that was one of the worst things about Cyberpunk. Is Cyberpunk, you could, I mean, it was rendering like 100 feet in front of you, in front of your eyes. So like you'd be driving, the lights weren't even, I mean, everybody knows Cyberpunk was a massive failure, but look at all this. I mean, this looks really, really good. Like I said, yesterday I didn't give it a fair shot of actually what this demo was. I was like, where's the Matrix stuff? And you know, That was just stupid of me. I know I keep saying that. I just want to clear that up. Oh, yeah. So I wonder, okay, obviously this game isn't like into the point of the AI reacting like the cops being like, hey, pull over, because I just hit a cop. Look, let's back up. I wanted to find that cop again, see if he's still around. The idea, though, of like all this traffic, I mean, this pretty much feels like you're in a real city. I mean, I live in the DFW area, and so I mean, this feels like you're in the sort of the downtown area where there's cars parked in certain areas and people walking everywhere. I mean, it's definitely much more alive. No, I wonder if I can. Okay, so that's pretty smart though. Since it's the Matrix, they just disappear, like into the code, into the green code. So I'm going to, let's see, how do I get out of here? Exit vehicle, there you go. The one button I wasn't thinking of, the X button. I wonder how this baby drives. That's another thing. I'm wondering if like this will immediately just drive faster than that minivan. It definitely handles better for sure. The minivan wasn't handling worth shit. Let's see if it stops. Oh! God damn. A perfectly good Matrix Tesla Porsche. Whateve that is. Porsche. You guys ever wonder if they've ever hybrid a car, like a brand, like I just said, like a Porsche and a Tesla, and be like the new Porsche? I mean, that'd be kind of funny. All right, so I'm gonna get out, and then I'm gonna let's experience a little bit more. Let's get really up here, because now this is kind of reminding me of when Agent Smith and Mr. Anderson were fighting. And like I said, this is definitely way different than Spider-Man. Now, I'm not sure. I wonder if you can see this at night. I know that you can mess with the system a little bit. Okay, that's just the main menu. That's just showing me how to get back. This camera. And that's just setting up. Oh, this is pretty sweet. Oh, look at that. So rotating the sun. That's awesome. Okay, so it's kind of nighttime-ish because the sun's... I mean, you can control the density of the crowd and the traffic and all the cars. That's whack. Let's see what the matrix filter off is. Okay, so that's just regular. The matrix filter gives it that cold look. Let's keep it off for a second and keep the sun right there. That's just controller modes. That's just your map. I don't think it allows you to do anything in there. Yeah, it just goes back to the system. All right, so... I wonder how high you can get. All right, I'm going to go back down. All right, yeah, it's pretty sweet. The only thing that would make it better is if it was just 60 frames per second. But I mean, this looks damn good. Oh, honks. This is fun, right? Now, I saw a video the other day thinking about, or this guy talking about sort of like the future of filmmaking and how the Unreal Engine basically can be used to create fake environments, no problem. For film, which, I mean, it makes sense. If you can put it in a game, you can put it in a film, but man, that'd be, yeah, I am an aspiring filmmaker myself. I've got a partner, and you know, this is just something to think about in the future of, God, look at those black buildings right there. All right, so let's go past this. Okay, so speed up a little bit. Look at all the look at the sunlight on the building. That's awesome. And yeah, they did do that in other games, but now that I'm looking at this more in depth and closer, all right, so you got a little wacky shit right there going on with the windows when you get a little close. But I mean, look, this is a tech demo, so it's not a finished final product. I mean, this was for free. But even when you get closer into the windows, when you see inside, oh, that looks awesome. Oh, that looks great. Even when you see inside, I mean, that's pretty dope. I mean, that kind of like, you can imagine like right now, I'm even thinking about like in the Dark Knight when like he's standing in the middle of something and it's just sort of like going in and you focusing in on somebody. And it's like, oh, there's somebody in that room. Again, a little wacky shit going on with the headboards right there. But you see what I'm saying? Like, let me go back out again and go real fast. We'll go in, boom, boom. And then you can, yeah, that's pretty dope. So let's go back to the main menu. And then see this chase again. And this chase is definitely, I played it again, and it's definitely the graphics are pretty awesome on it. Now, I forgot I think it might make me go through that whole thing again. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to wait for this part of the demo. I'm going to edit this out and we'll just pick right back up.
Hi, I'm Thomas Anderson. Like many of you, I work with computers. I like the freedom I feel outside the limitations of the real world. But computers are also mirrors, reflecting back who and what we are and the choices we make, the worlds we build. They also confront us with questions about why we want to choose this over that, why we want to make X instead of Y. Where do ideas of who we are and what we want even come from?
You take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
This isn't real.
What is real?
How do you define real?
For instance, I'm not even sure why I'm here. I remember waking up and thinking that I'm supposed to come here, that it was important for me to ask people, how do we know what is real? Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. Over 20 years ago, I first played the character Thomas Anderson in the Matrix trilogy. Those films pioneered digital cinema with shots like bullet time. Back then, we talked a lot about where the digital age might take cinema and narrative. In an industry where actors have tried to remain perpetually young, we wondered about digital faces that could become immortal.
I picked back up here just so we didn't have to watch all that first little part.
In the Matrix film.
But so from what I understand and what I think is we might not see any more actual cutscenes, like everything might just be completely fluid from cutscene through play. And they already kind of do that sometimes in games, but like you'll see what I'm saying in this now. And I figured that out more when I was watching this because the gameplay is pretty much looking like cutscenes now. So now that I've given it that fair shot and realized that, hey, this isn't a Matrix game. This is a tech demo with a Matrix brand on it. now I've had some time to digest it, and it is. I have to correct myself from my last video and be just really honest. That's awesome. Like, that looks amazing right there.
Marketing.
I mean, that looked like a movie,
Supposed to have
for
total
sure.
Creative control.
Welcome to the Matrix.
Yeah, I mean, and going back and comparing it to something that I thought was up, looked as good as it did, like Spider-Man. No, this definitely looks way better. Yeah, I mean, all the textures and the reflections, and it's all badass.
I sometimes miss this version of us.
Me too.
The hell are you doing back there?
And again, this part right here, yesterday I was like, oh, this is, I guess it's an arcade. It's really more of just showing you what can be done in real-time gameplay, which now, again, I get it now. I understand that now. I didn't know what I had in my hands yesterday when I was first playing it, because I was experiencing it for the first time.
But whatever you do, stay the hell away from marketing. See you soon.
I mean, it does look amazing though. Now that like I said, the only thing to make it better is it was 60 frames, but like I said, that's just probably because this is a test mode. Obviously, games are going to be 60 frames per second on the PS5. Yeah, I mean, that looks like the movie. No question. In a good way. I mean, isn't that what we've always wanted, is to be able to like play the movies, feel like it's actually real?
Dodge this.
And yeah, now that I'm having some more time and realizing that I didn't really have to focus on that gameplay, because it's not really that hard, I'm paying attention to everything that's going on around it more as I'm playing, and it is spectacular. It's extremely impressive. Like I said, I can't wait to see it at 60 frames. Yeah, like now I'm looking at those. The helicopters reacting to the cars flipping. Just all of it. Yeah, the explosions look excellent too. I mean, not only is it just fire now, there's all kinds of debris and stuff going on with the explosions. It just makes it look way more realistic.
Big gun.
Thought you'd never ask. You boys are gonna get a kick out of this.
Blew this pop stand. Is that a saying? Yeah, like that looks excellent. That looks amazing. That looks great too. Like that whole, all the concrete blowing up like that. It just. All right, guys, so there it is. And that was the fair shot that I should have given yesterday. Like I said, for the most part, I was just wanting this Matrix game that I had built up in my head. And I have terrible habits of building expectations up for myself. So, yeah, I actually, now that I've had the time to really go through it, it's awesome. It's badass, and it's got me really excited about the future of gaming and what's really going to be capable. Like I said, because I am a nerd. I'm a huge gamer. And I just wanted to correct myself from that video yesterday for just giving it sort of a poor, first reaction. But it was a first reaction. That was an honest reaction. But I gave it a shot. You know when you have something that this stuff over the years? That's how it was for me yesterday. I didn't really know what I had in my hands. Now I do. Thanks again for clicking on this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, working on my Krampus video right now. That'll be coming out soon. Hit the subscribe button so you can help us make it to the top. And as always, life gives you lemons. Make some hot, fresh popcorns.